Launching today the new switch 8112. What are the key features of this new model and what are you bringing new on the market, differentiating yourself from your competitors?
But from a feature set standpoint, this switch extends our switchblade family and our stairway to the cloud offering. So it's really in line with our value proposition. Then it is a very high resilient switch, has an active architecture inside, completely duplicated, but all pieces working, and for this reason is the greenest on the market because in terms of power consumption is 50% less than all the others. Then it adds new features to the entire family, like the virtual core fabric, which is the ability to manage, but not only manage, but in terms of command line, but also the software, the configuration, the firmware upgrade. There's a set of switches all together like they were one, and this is really new into this market. Our value proposition is something new into the market, and we want really to make our customer understand that the old way of doing network that vendors, which are really important, and the major vendors like Cisco in this market is proposing since 20 and more years on pushing on layer 3, layer 3, layer 3. It's something that now is no more a need. So what we are proposing our customers to make networks simpler, and we can help them also migrate from their existing Cisco core and access, like we already did with the access and distribution, but now we can address the core as well. And we can provide a nice migration path for all this customer that is smoother, less costs, and mainly less operation costs and much easier way of working. It's something that most of the customers deserve, but most of the customers cannot afford all the complexity that is behind a multi-layer approach. So I think we'll be quite successful because customers need this.
You also presented a new management network strategy, and can you add something more about the virtual core?
Yes, this is really new. It's not just something on the management side. Just an example, the customer can have an engineer in the beginning setting up the network, but the customer does not need to have the entire network there ready. So the engineer can design, can configure everything, even if it's not there. It's quite strange because configuring something that is not yet there, it may look strange, but this one is adding simplicity then to the deployment and lowering costs, because then you don't have to send the engineers around the town for installing the new parts, the new switches, because the configuration has already been done. So the people that can go and do the installation is just people that can do the installation, good installation, but not configuration. So you can really consolidate in terms of cost, and then in terms of ease of management is really to a different planet.
How do you perceive the cloud market in our region?
I think the cloud market is growing and is already a reality, but there are still many concerns, and many companies are concerned about security, about reliability, moving their data and their application, not just their data around. Some of them are concerned about the network, but unfortunately not everyone. But the network is going to be a limitation if it's not a proper network that really helps you migrate to the cloud and stay into the cloud.
What market share do you want to gain on the market? On this cloud market?
It's a completely new market, so I can't give you numbers. But I think we can increase a lot our market share there, and because it's our value proposition in this field is quite unique, and combining the ease of use and the resiliency that we have embedded in our product, because our product and our solution have been designed with this in mind. It's 5 years that we are working with this goal that now translates into cloud, but 5 years ago was just providing enterprise what they deserve. So a network they can really forget.
In our region, where do you think the cloud was most implemented?
Oh, it's a good question. It's I see all the Eastern Europe is going to be a good place for cloud applications. Probably more than Western Europe. This is what we have seen and what we are seeing into the service provider area, moving to the fiber network. In the Western Europe, the copper was good, so all the telcos were just pushing not too much the fiber. While in Eastern Europe, digging for a fiber or digging for a copper was the same. So we see a huge development. Now, bandwidth and the fiber to the home network, which is part of our value proposition, is fundamental for going cloud. So I believe that the entire CE region is going to be successful and have good implementations and good growth.
Can you say something more specific about the Romanian market? You opened last year a new center in Iași. How did it evolve?
Oh, we opened this one because we found very good people, very well educated, and this for us is fundamental. Not just educated in terms of ability to speak different languages, but also technically educated. So our center is not just a call center like many others are there, but it's a customer care. So we have our front line that can not just take the issue of the customer, but solve most of the time the issues of the customer. And I think we could not have such a setup, such a result everywhere. So we are really, really happy of this investment, and we are going to make it evolve.
Are you going to open such a similar center in the other countries in our region?
No, we stay there because this is going to serve quite well the entire Europe, the entire EMEA, and we are fine with this. And okay, maybe in the future, but now really there is no need because the center in Romania really solves all our issues.